Morning, how are you today? Sorry I'm a little bit late. I need a big studio. I'll put that down there. Morning, Sherry and Julia, Margaret and Janet. How are you today? What are you doing? What's your weather like? Are you ready for Christmas? Are the prezzies wrapped and all of that kind of stuff? Karen, Martini, Yvonne, Janet, hello. Julie and Grace and Kimberly and Sarah and Wendy and Brenda and Irene, morning. And Christine in Australia. Jane, hello. Oh, hi, Chris. Got to be naughty and do some jobs whilst watching. Oh, housework at the weekends. You know how we feel about housework at the weekends. Oh, hello, Lynn. Oh, you left your pen and your biscuit tin. I'll put them to one side. I'll post them out in the new year. Diane, hello. Anne and Binna, hello. Chrissy, morning to you. Miserable in Kent. It's not rainy here. It's just grey. It's just a bit. Ugh. Morning, Leslie. Karen, Susan, Synth, hello. Off to Scotland for Christmas. Oh, how lovely. Got relatives up there. Are you just going for a break? Morning, Jean. Morning, Tracy. Joan received a very bright, shiny parcel yesterday. Anything to do with me? I wonder. Morning, Anne-Marie and Shirley. Sarah, hello. Sheila and Judy. Sun's come out there. A new piece of Alice behind me. Yes. It is a new piece of Alice, which is going to be on Sewing Street. I was going to show you in a bit, but I might as well show you now while we're here. It will be on Sewing Street on Tuesday, on Christmas Eve, at 9 o'clock in the morning. We've got 3 panels. Oh, I forgot to bring the tubs down, never mind. So there's the quilt top panel, which is that one. And then there is 5-inch square panel. So that's a little bit bright, isn't it? That might be better. So we've not done this colourway before, and I don't think we have done 5-inch squares before, but not in this colour. So we've got a few new images on there as well. So it's twice the size of that. It's a big piece, and we have round storage tubs. So today I'm going to make, it's got tabs on, little labels on the bottom as well. Today I'm going to make a cushion cover and maybe a zip pouch from the quilt panel, because of course you don't have to make a quilt with it. You can make anything you like. It's only a big piece of fabric. It's nice, isn't it? The colours are absolutely gorgeous, and I love the extra bits. They won't be on the website. This is, excuse me, just going to be on Sewing Street because they print them for us. So they have exclusivity. So again, on Tuesday morning at 9 o'clock, this one will be. And then we've got another show at 11 o'clock. We have been very busy. And the 11 o'clock show, there will be a pattern which should be printable and downloadable on how to make the case that I made to store your acrylic templates in. So that's it. It's one of those things that since I filled it, as you can see, mine's absolutely full of all my templates. And when you open it up, those haven't got labels on them, but I've put the shape of the template on each one of the pockets so I know what's inside there. So that's my heart templates. So I'm not going to get them mixed up. If you've got our acrylic templates, they are clear when you take everything off, so they're quite easy to mix up or go missing, particularly the smaller pieces. So this keeps them nice and organised and easy to identify them. Now I hear you say, I didn't know you had a diamond, Debbie Shaw. I didn't know you had a hexagon, Debbie Shaw, or triangles. Well, big fat tees. Let me see if I've got them in here. Oh, I haven't got the complete set because I've been using them. We are also going to be launching hexagon templates. So I've been using them this morning, so I might not have all the bits there. And the hexagon templates come with triangles because they all go together. So it goes in there, that goes in there, that goes in there, and there will be a diddy one in there somewhere. And Hold the line, hold the line. Where did I put that? Where did I put the diamonds? And diamonds. So it's a bundle of all of them, but all of the sizes match. And they've got a couple of the seam discs with them as well. Wasn't expecting that, but that's what happens when you have a supplier who understands it. So there's that. Oh no, and there's another one. There is another one, which is that one, which is a half hexie. So we're going to have a play with these. I've got John on Tuesday, so we're going to have a little bit of fun just coming up with different designs. You get all of those together, and as I said, they all work. So if you wanted to, I don't know what kind of designs that you would create from them, but you can mix them all together. They do work together very well. Yeah, so that's that. So there'll be a pattern and all of those. Oh, and then let me just pop these back. Now I have an organizer. We will be having the pattern for this on the website. They have exclusive for a week on Sewing Street, so it'll be after Christmas. We should be getting those on the website as well. It's a very useful set. After not really having been one for using templates, I just tend to draw stuff. I have found them really useful. Put that in there. And those in there, right. And you know the seam guides that normally we do free, they'll be about £25, I think, Christine. They match the price of the hearts and circles, but you get twice as many. So they're twice the price of the hearts and circles. Oh, talking of which, hearts and circles we should be getting back in stock again on Monday evening. So no good for Christmas, but they'll be going out on Tuesday. And got these, which are a whole set. Where's an open one? There we go. A whole set of the seam guides. And more, so you've got a 1 inch, a 3/4 of an inch, 5/8 of an inch, half an inch, half an inch, 3/8 of an inch, and 2 of the 1/4 inch ones, and you get the little thing with it as well. So there's 7 of those. Those again launching on Sewing Street at 11 o'clock on Tuesday, and they will be £4.99 for all of those and that. Yeah. So that's what's coming up on Tuesday. Morning, Jean. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you very much. Oh yes, summer solstice. No, I'm so glad it's the winter solstice today, because that means that summer's on the way, doesn't it? After today's over, it's all going to get better. What time will the templates go live? I'm not sure, Karen. I would watch out, because the show's not till 11 o'clock. But if John thinks something's going to be popular, he tends to bring it in a bit earlier. So I will be on at 9 o'clock, and he may well put them on at 9 o'clock. So yeah, keep an eye out for that one. We've got hundreds. We've got a lot of templates. It should be okay. I hope it's going to be okay. Oh, hello, Jules and Blodwin. Will they be set? It's the whole set of the hexagons, the diamonds, the triangles, and the half hexes. It's the whole lot together. I'll have to count them actually to see how many there are. Blodwin, thank you for your email as well. The girls at the Half Yard Club forwarded it to me, and that was very sweet of you. Thank you very much, and have a happy Christmas too. Right, so that's Sewing Street. That's Tuesday. You were asking the other day to see the Hobo bag behind me here. This is the next Half Yard Club main project. So it's a big floppy bag. So with me it will quite easily go crossbody. You can make the straps longer or shorter if you wanted to. It's very simple. It's using up leftover fabrics, bits of jeans, with a jeans pocket on the front. You don't have to put that on if you don't want to. You don't have to use the patchwork fabric if you don't want to. On the inside it fastens with a magnetic snap and there's a patch pocket. So it's a really simple, relatively quick make. You do have a pattern for it, so if you wanted to make it out of just one piece of fabric, then you can do, if you didn't want to do the patchwork. And if you wanted to make it firmer, then use some interfacing. This hasn't got any interfacing in it at all because I was using denim and I thought that's going to be firm enough. So one of the things I like about it being so soft is that you can fold it all up, roll it up and stick it in your suitcase if you're going on holiday. But again, if you wanted that to be a firmer bag, then just put a little bit of fusible craft fleece on it and that'll help keep its shape. But Hobo bags are designed to be quite relaxed and sloppy little bags. So that was that. That's a good idea, Jackie. Why didn't I think of that? Putting tabs on the pockets so that you can see what's inside them. Hello. I'm thinking that, Linda. I'm thinking that. I'm thinking we should have gone for thousands. We can get more, but people don't tend to work over Christmas, do they? So it won't be until into the new year. Karen's got a pair of hubby's jeans ready. Does he know? Yeah, I thought so, Jean. Handy holiday bag for that one because it just rolls up and it's a big bag. It's a big bag. Yes, we will, Leslie. We will have templates later. I do have some put aside. We're just not allowed to sell them until after they've launched on Sewing Street. So we will have them a week later. So next week, week after next, we'll have to, well, a week after the show, we'll be able to put them on the website. Hello, who's that? Happy Christmas, Mehmet Prill. What a lovely name. Hello, Anne. Happy Christmas to you too. Would you consider offering a 5-10-inch quilting ruler on your website? The problem we have, Jules, is that it's very difficult to find somebody that can print onto acrylic templates unless we go to China and order hundreds of thousands of them. So I don't think a ruler would work because the markings are being engraved, and I think you're going to need them printed on there. Point to videos to explain what thread, feet and needles to use a different material. Oh, that's all in my journal. I don't know about any videos, but I have written all of that in that journal. You know that journal I did? I wrote it in that journal. Hi Karen, and you too, Julie. Happy Christmas to you too. Have we got Kim? I didn't see that. Morning, if we did. Morning. Hello Pamela in Benalla in Australia, welcome along. Don't see some new fabrics before we get sewing. Cuddly fleece. Oh, dressing gowns and blankets thrown over knees. Fleece like this doesn't fray, it's an anti-pill fleece, so it's not going to go bubbly. And it's so soft. And it's kind of double-sided. The back's just a little bit fuzzy, so you could use both sides. Old slipper boots made out of these, or hot water bottle covers would be lovely. It's so soft. Brand new. I've got two, Kim, you can have one. So soft, so soft. Yeah. It's a pity we didn't have this in time for you to make pyjamas for Christmas, but yeah, it's just lovely fabric, and not just kind of winter time. And this would make a nice hoodie, or a little waistcoat would be ideal. Deirdre bought the top. I've no idea. I know it's a jersey, but it's a bought one, so I don't know what the fabric is, I'm afraid. While we're talking about snuggly, these are all under new arrivals. When you have a look on the website, let me have a look. I can't normally get on it on my phone down here. Let's switch my Wi-Fi off and see if that works. Where are we? Forgot the name of the website for a minute. Just go and put the kettle on for a second while I just try and fathom this one out. Oh no, that's Half Yard Club. I don't want that one. Have a look under new arrivals. I was just going to try and find some prices for you, but oh, here we go. New arrivals. Have a look at that. Dimple fleece. It's £5 for half a metre. This is half a metre. I know, Kim, you know what I'm like. It's an age thing. There's got dimples on it, and again, it's like velvet. It's so soft, and we have little clouds and what's that? I thought it was a sheep. Then we've got clouds and stars and little faces. Isn't that cute? Oh, Bitty's got a big mug of Earl Grey. Lovely. And we've got two options. So this one is blue sky and this one is safari. You know, if you know anyone that's expecting a baby, these would make wonderful gifts, even if it's just a little blanket. But again, really, really soft. So look, it's got blue rainbows. Oh, love these kind of things. So I might just leave that on my knee so I can stroke it throughout the duration. Merry Christmas to you, Pauline, too. Thank you very much. All right, that's that. Yeah, so I think it's 140 wide. It looks like it. So that would be a ½ metre. So a metre of that would make a very nice cot blanket, wouldn't it? Yeah, Bitty's past the baby phase. We are as well, actually. Youngest grandson's 4 now. He's a big boy. What else have we got? Oh, these are lovely. These are cotton lawns. So if you fancy a bit of dressmaking with something a little bit different, look at the design on that. Isn't that beautiful? So a blouse. It's not transparent. But it's very lightweight and it's very cool, so that would make a lovely blouse, or anything with ruffles or gathers that you don't want to be too bulky. I think that would be gorgeous. If you put some interfacing on the back of it, or a fusible fleece or something like this, no reason why you couldn't make bags if you're making cushions or anything like that. Yeah, he's 4, Leslie. Yeah, these are absolutely gorgeous. We've got 2 colours in them. So just because it's a fine fabric, don't think that you can't make anything robust. You can alter the feel of it with a bit of, even some G700 on the back of it would make it really strong. If you were thinking about making bags with it, I think that's gorgeous. I'd wear that. I love all the details. I love these colours. That one's just very different, isn't it? But lots and lots of detail on it as well, and the print isn't too big, so it's quite flattering as well. So we've got a few of these. We do a lot of dressmaking fabrics. There we go. We do a lot of quilting fabrics, and we do a lot of upholstery fabrics. To be fair, we do a lot of fabrics. Oh, talking of which, we do have the reduced price Christmas stuff on the website still. What's left of it? There's not very much left. If you did want to get yourself a bit of a bargain for next year. These are, no, that's a viscose, isn't it? Viscose Chalice paint strokes. Oh, we did a paint strokes one last year, do you remember? It wasn't as big as this one. That's really popular. So, oh, look at that. And 2 colours in this one as well. And viscose, you can see how fluid it is. It has more of a drape to it than the lawn does, but it's still very lightweight. And yes, it's just loads of fun. It's gorgeous fabric. And like I said the other day, isn't it nice to have something that's bold and bright and fun when it's miserable and grey outside? Even if you just sit it in your sewing room and look at it. Make a nice top, that one. Oh, if I had more days in the week. Oh, a wrap, yes, Brenda, that would be lovely. Or even just a scarf. You know, if you're not too much of a dressmaker, but you love the fabric, what about just a scarf? I do have a video on YouTube for the infinity scarf, which is really easy, and it only takes ½ metre of fabric. So you could easily make one out of one of these pieces. A maxi dress for summer. Well, summer's on the way now, isn't it? After today, summer's definitely on the way. Oh, Daryl's got her fabric for next Christmas. Merry Christmas to you too, Jill. Thank you very much. Wet and windy in Loch Lomond, Mary. Right. You feel a bit of dressmaking coming on, Rita. Rita, as you're there, retreat. Have we got Kaz as well? So I showed you my bag the other day. Susie's just sent me hers. So that we're going to, one half of you will be making this in the morning. So all of the fabrics, everything included, fusible fleece, zip, everything in the kit to make that. So that's half a day's work. And then your second day, or the second half of the day, so we swap over, you're going to make an organizer. In this fabric, that's what you're going to get, and again everything in the kit is included, so that's got pockets on the inside there. There may be new things to learn with these as well, putting on bias binding and that kind of thing. That's a bit of quilting with that one as well. So that's the one bag. That's got a zipped panel in the center, as you see there, and that's the second one. Then on the second day, when we've got everybody together in the ballroom, we're going to make this. So it's a big bag, it's got a patch pocket on the inside, and the patchwork on the front here is using our perfect points. So that again may be new techniques for you to learn. And again, all of the kits are the colours that you see here, so that's actually what you're going to get in your kit as well. So if you come into the retreat, I just thought I'd show you because I've only just arrived this morning. You're sewing clothes for men? Not at the moment, Stephanie. Haven't got any plans, I'm afraid. Rita's so excited. Well, it's your anniversary as well, isn't it? Oh, Phyllis is making the back wing dress. We'll have a look on the website in a minute and see who's... Oh, let's do it now, let's do it now. That dress has been so popular. If you're not... I can't do a happy dance because my hip. Oh! Right. Oh, are we having issues again? I seem to have frozen. Well, I'm carrying on anyway. I've frozen on my screen, but it looks like I'm going to be okay on yours. Oh, it's flashing at me now. So if we go to Half Yard Club, let's have a look what you've been making. So that's the dress view project. Oh, there's only Anne's on there still. I know you've been making it, so if you have, can you put some pictures on the website? I know Anne's made a few. She's been putting them on our Facebook page. Okay, oh good. Okay, it's just me that's frozen. I don't know what's going on there. Oh well. Hello Philippa in Australia, welcome along too. Hi Celia. Right. 3 more fabrics, then we're going to make something. We have Michael Miller. Colourful windows. I love those colours. Aren't they fun? They're bright. Oh, just love them. And it's kind of 2-directional as well, which is quite nice too. The window boxes and little butterflies and everything. It's gorgeous. Rita, could you email the girls at Claire? Claire's going to be working off and on over Christmas. I think she's going to be there on Monday, so she can have a look at it for you. So it's the info@halfyardsewingclub.com, and see if they can sort you out, because I don't do anything to do with the admin or technical with the website. I just do the projects. So if you can email them, then hopefully they'll sort you out. Anne's just doing a second one. Oh, in crushed velvet by any chance? Aren't they gorgeous? Oh, they would make a lovely quilt, wouldn't they? Helen's seen pictures on the back wing dress on the Facebook. Yeah, I can't share those, Helen, because it's a group. It's supposed to be safe for people to kind of comment and put pictures on there. No, not everybody can see. But if any of you are club members, then have a look on the. Put some on the website and have a look on there. That would be very nice. Deirdre, sequin fabric. We can't get it at the moment, Deirdre. I think we bought it all. I'll ask him to have a look. Right, so that's that collection. That will go with anything. Do you know, I don't normally use black, but I'm thinking a black border or sashing with that would look really good, wouldn't it? It would look really good. Jilly, yeah, email the girls or email Claire, and she should be able to sort you out or look into what's going on with it anyway. Yes, I love this collection, Anne. It's gorgeous. Gorgeous. Right, let's make something, shall we? Because I did tell you the other day that I've still got some prep to do for my shows on Christmas Eve because I've been a bit busy. Let's pop those down there, bring those up there. I think I'll do that if I've got time. But I'm just going to make a cushion, which I've just dropped on the floor. So this is one of the panels from the quilt panel. I'm just going to pop my iron on because if you think about it, that's in there. Every one of those squares can be used individually, and there are loads. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. So that's 12 altogether. Yep, so you can use all of those individually. So I've opted for this one. I love the colours on this as well because it's neutral. It's not, you know, frilly for the girls and pink for the girls, blue for the boys, all that kind of thing. I'm also going to use corduroy to make a border around it because I thought the colour worked really well, and it's a little bit different, so I'm using that for the back as well. So I've cut these into 3-inch strips. Is that going to be ever so easy? And I'm just going to sew around the edge of there, I think, just to quilt that a bit. I could free motion all of that, but I shan't. It's actually got type in the background as well. I don't know if you can see that. Oh, lovely. And then, yeah, then we'll sew around the edge of this as well and make a bit of a flange. And we're going to do an envelope back. So it's a really, really quick one. But you can imagine you could make 12 of these from that one panel. Right, let's bring in my machine. Oh, come here. And I'm just going to sew these to the sides first of all. Just got a bit of selvage on that one, so I'll move that out of the way. Oh no, let's quilt it first. I have put some H640 on the back of it just to give it a nice little bit of padding. So let's sew around the edge here. So just turn my stitch up to about a 2.6. And so, I mean, you could quilt straight across it, you don't have to quilt it at all. But this would be perfect for bags, big pockets on aprons. But remember, they're doing the 5-inch squares as well, so if you wanted to make, or just put pockets on a little girl's skirt would be really nice. But if you want some quick makes, or you know, if you're making over a child's bedroom, and I know it's not just the children, I know Susie Duncan has a Alice themed room in her house, so it's not just for kids. My niece is a big Alice fan as well. But if you wanted to theme a room, I think these are quite nice colours because they are so neutral. Right. Oh, okay, Kaz, thank you very much. Have a happy Christmas yourself. I'll see you at the end of January. A 14-inch cushion. It is, let me rule it the wrong way around, 13 inches. I would, if you like a fat cushion, because I don't know if you can buy 13-inch cushion pads, but if you like a nice fat cushion, then buy a 14-inch one and shove it in there. If you like it a little bit flatter, then go for a 12-inch cushion pad, but you may need to pad out the corners a little bit. I don't like my cushions too plump, to be honest. So I'm just sewing this down there, look, like that. And we'll do that on each side and across the bottom and top as well. Let's trim that back. and trim off that selvage. And then so the next one, oh, I missed a bit there. Look what I've done there. I think my fabric slipped a bit. I'll go back over that again. Should have put my walking foot on, shouldn't I? There. And then this one on the opposite side, like so. And I'm just using 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, I think that's fine. Not too important. On this. How many the scar in inch? I don't know what you mean, Stephanie. I think we've got a bit of spell check going on. Right, and then let's open that out. And I'm just going to zoom out a little bit because we're a little bit close there, aren't we? That's better, isn't it? And then that goes across the top. And another one across the bottom. So we got the organiser on Tuesday. Yes. Oh, thank you, Laura. So I pulled my microphone down. Everything, well, the panels are exclusive to Sewing Street. We can't get hold of those because they print them. But anything else like the templates or the patterns that we do, Sewing Street have exclusive for a week. Might sneak them on a little bit early and hopefully I won't get caught out. But I'll let you know. So we'll do it as a download and a paper pattern. Well, it's not a pattern, it's only instructions. So download is probably going to be the more affordable option anyway. Right, let's trim that back there. And one more strip. And the colours are really nice on that. I love those neutral colours. And one more across the bottom there. Just chop the selvage off. And then we'll iron it. Smudge up those edges. Yes, I should be so glad when it's not dark at 4 o'clock in the morning anymore. So that's what time I leave to go to Sewing Street, because it's quite away from me. Okay, almost done that. Hello, Michelle. Cushions. Cushions. All run out of bobbin thread. I'm using you to prep. Quite honest about that. No, we've got. Kim's been really busy with them as well. She's made a couple of cushions with the squares panel and an organiser with pockets on that you hang up. Haven't had a chance to make the actual quilt up yet. I don't know if I'll have time to do that. There we go. So just fill my bobbin up. So do feel free to chat amongst yourselves while I'm just. I don't like filling bobbins up. It's like putting petrol in the car. It's just got to fill that up now. At least it's quick on this thing. There we go. That'll do. And a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too, Cherry. Thank you very much. They will be, I think they're 13, 20, 25 £25.90, they're £26. There's twice as many as the ones we have at £12.99, so they're twice the price of the £12.99 ones. But you know, I was looking online because I like to just make sure that we're getting a good deal. And those templates can cost a fortune. You can buy, I know there's quite a lot in them, but you can buy whole sets of templates for hundreds of pounds. So yeah, I think we've got a good price there. Alright, now we're done with that. So I'll just trim that back and give it a quick press. Okay. You can see what I've done. I've put that on the wrong way around because I was busy chatting. Never mind. At least I spotted it before I sewed the whole thing together. There's my quick unpick. Microsoft. Oh, I don't know. I think Microsoft is just PC, isn't it? So you're going to have to bear with me while I just unpick this and sew it on the right way around now. Happy Christmas, Melba, to you too. Thank you very much. I think as long as you keep it taut, so you've got a bit of tension, Sally. That's what my mum used to do, so that's what I tend to do. She did have some bad habits. I don't ever remember seeing her change a needle. Just unpicking. It's a lesson in unpicking. It's a lesson actually in being more careful about which way around you're sewing your fabrics. Oh, Laura, you're in Thailand, aren't you? 3 weeks in Thailand. Is it warm in Thailand this time of year, Laura? Oh, Karen's got thunder and it went dark. Jennifer, I lived out in the country and hated driving to work in the dark. I don't mind the dark. Yeah, I do drive slowly in the country lanes just in case the deer or anybody come out. It's last time I was at Sewing Street, it was snowing and that was awful. So dark, and it was really snowing heavily, and all you can see is the reflection of the snow in your headlights. That's can be quite frightening. But I quite like getting up at 4 o'clock in the morning in the summer. It's a nice time of day. Oh, bye Elaine. Merry Christmas to you too. Thank you very much. I'll get it right now. So, right sides together. Here we go again. Oh, we'll snip and rip. Yeah, it depends on how thick your fabric is. I have picked and ripped the fabric before now, so tend to be a little bit more careful. Did I switch that on? Yes. It's warm, 29 degrees. She's out there for 6 weeks. Lovely. Right. Now we'll iron it. That's true, Linda. No traffic jams at that time in the morning. Yeah, that's normally when I finish. So just pressing that open. It's a lot better when you use the right side of the fabric, isn't it? There we go. Pick my bits off. Those lint rolls are normally quite good for that, aren't they? Not that I do this very often, of course. The unpicking thing. It's quite satisfying, to be honest. Right. Craft Knit Sew, hello. Strong winds and sunshine in the Costa del Gateshead. I think that's looking nice. So we'll just put the back on it. And again, it's just an envelope back, so it's a really quick one, this one. I think that should be in the seam allowance. I think we're okay. So I'm making it out of the corduroy again, and I need 2 pieces. I haven't cut this to sizes yet. Should have brought my tape down, shouldn't I? Got that off. Right, so I need 2 pieces that overlap. Let's do it the right way around. So I'll just cut off the selvage. Hello Pippa, welcome back again. Ruler. Let's chop this off and make that straight. And I'll need 2 pieces that overlap in the middle. So I like to do them so that I've got 2 pieces together there, so I'm going to cut them both at the same time so that they just overlap. So if you find the halfway point, which is there, I'd probably want that to overlap to about here. So that's 2 pieces for the back, and I've folded that in half as well. Actually, I don't need to fold it in half, do I? No, that's let's make it a really simple way of doing it. So there we go. So it's only going to be a single layer. That's that. So probably about 1/3 of the way up will be about there. So again, I'm not being terribly accurate with it. And you can kind of gauge where it needs to be. Just off the edge of my mat there. Just brought a bigger mat down. There we go. And then I'll just hem it. So again, it's a really quick make. There we go, don't need that. And then these just need to be the same width as the front of the cushion cover. Okay. So I'll square that off while I'm there as well. And on that side. Right, I think that was a little bit too wide. I'm just going to cut that down a little bit. So I'll give you some measurements in a sec. So now my cushion cover is measuring, helps if the ruler's the right way round, 18 inches square. And these bits that are overlapping, when I've made them square, are 18 inches by 11 inches. So on the one side, I'm going to fold the ends over and hem them just to make that nice and neat. So roll over once, roll over twice. And so. And we do the same on the other bit as well. It's a really easy way to make a cushion cover. And this is practically from scratch, and it's going to take less than an hour to make. So be very quick to make a whole set of these if you wanted a quick room makeover. And the same on this one. Hello, Margaret in Melbourne. Merry Christmas to you too. What's your weather like in Melbourne? Are you having a sunny Christmas? I always fancy Christmas on a beach. I'd love to go to somewhere in the Caribbean where they're playing jingle bells on kettle drums on the beach with a Bacardi, not a Bacardi and Coke, I don't like Bacardi and Coke, with a Long Island iced tea. Heaven. I'd like to be doing that Christmas or not, to be honest. Right, fold that. And then put it all together. Corduroy is a nice fabric to use for cushions as well because it's really soft, so it's cuddly. Right, so I'm just going to make sure my fabric is the right way up, that way up, and then we'll have one of these facing up, and one facing down, overlapping in the middle, and then we'll secure that with a few pins. Particularly where the overlap is here. So a pin in each corner and a pin on the overlap. Yeah, Jane, I'd love that. I'd love that any day of the week, any time of the year. The snockered. Put that in there. And pin that in there. And then I'm going to sew all the way around the edge. My mum could not touch corduroy. Oh, Janet, oh no, I love it. Velvet and corduroy, just really nice and soft and tactile. And the corners. The only thing with it is, just pick up the fluff a bit, as you can probably see. But it's worth it. I think it's lovely to wear as well. But it's just something a little bit different, isn't it, if you're going to have them on your cushion covers, on your homewares. Right, almost done. Back into the corner. And back from whence we came. Then we'll snip off the corners. Take out the pins. See, that's what happens sometimes if you don't pin. Obviously I didn't put enough in there. Snip across there, that grew a little bit. And that one. That side's okay. So I just need to go back over that little bit because that folded over because it was underneath and I didn't see what it was doing. Excuse me. Okay, just resew that. Then we'll turn it the right side out. And iron it again. Oh, lovely, Jane. So show a picture, won't you, when you've made it. She's making an apron out of Kim's cinnamon spice fabric. How lovely. Jane's making box bags and placemats today with her Christmas sew line scissors. Oh, you got them. Do you know, Jane, the thing I was most concerned about, I did put on the paperwork that I was sending scissors to Canada. I thought that they might see it as a dangerous item. So I'm glad they got to you. Let me know if the first ones ever arrive. Just looking for my pointy tool. Okay, quick it out. Right, now we'll iron it, and I have just dropped my cushion on the floor, so I'll pick that up as well. I think I will need an extra bit of padding in mine, and squish this out. Now if you're making to sell, I would line this so it looks nice on the inside as well. But if you just want a quick make, you know, if it's for you, no one's ever going to see the inside of it, then I think this is just a quick and affordable way, because obviously if you're putting lining inside there, it's extra fabric. You're going to use twice as much fabric. But yes, if it's for you, I don't think visitors are going to come and turn your cushions inside out somehow. Right. Now I did say it was a 13-inch cushion, and obviously it's about 17 inches now. So I'm going to sew around the edge of here and make a flange. So just inside where the seam is. I'm not very good at stitching in the ditch. So I find if I sew just along the edge of the seam, it works a lot better for me. So obviously this is going to reduce the size of the area that the cushion's going into and make like a flap around the edge. There, and then we'll get the cushion in and we're done. So was I right in front of that? I'm going to have to move my camera again, aren't I? You're getting a lovely picture of my biceps. There we go. So then when I put the cushion in, it's only going in this bit. So again, I might just need an extra little bit of fluff going into the corners, but then you've got that. I might just top stitch around the edge, make that a little bit crisper. But that was just a 12-inch cushion pad on the inside of that, and I think that's worked really well. So I'm rather pleased with that. So that's going to be on the set behind me on Sewing Street on Tuesday. Saving now for new Christmas. Oh, I missed the end of that one. What are you saving for again? What time is it? 56. Yeah, I might actually make up that quilt later on as well. Should we do a quick bag while we're here? Do you mind? Because I've got to sit and sew anyway, so I may as well just sit and sew. Only going to make a really simple zip pouch, but just to show you another use, this is some of the panels from the quilt panel again. So I've just chosen those two, and this time I'm using a rose pink lining fabric, so really, really easy. I've got a zip, and I'm going to put some tabs on the end of the zip, so we'll do that first of all, and it's just going to be a flat pouch, so it's a really, really simple one. So if you don't mind me just carrying on sewing for a little bit, because it's got to be done. Right, so I'll need to put some tabs on the end of the zip first of all. So I'm going to cut those to about 1.5 inches wide, and we'll trim them down later on. And that will be about How big will I need them? So this is basically going to extend the zip so it's the width of the pouch. So I'm going to cut the zip off inside the stoppers. So I reckon they need to be about 2 inches long. So I'm going to make them 2.5 inches for now. And I'll need 4. Don't have to be exact with this because we are going to cut it down later on. Okay. So I'm chopping off the end of the zips because I find it easier to work without those metal bits on the end. Just so I know I'm not going to hit them with my needle. And then we'll pop these onto each end of the zip with a zip in the middle and just pop that over the top like that, and sew straight across. It's just moved. See, that's because I'm rushing now. So pop that in there like that. That in there. And so and this one I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on there, just so that when I put the fabric on, the ends of the zip stay together. Julie says she's got all day. I've got loads to do. Right, put that on there like that. So that's held it together. And then we put another piece on the back and sew across there. Okay. And just while I'm there with the glue, that'll help to keep that together. And a bit on there for that. And then I'm just going to trim this down to the width of the zip, which is usually 1 inch. That will do. Then I'm going to fold this in half and just make a snip at the centre on each side. I know where the centre of this is because it's got the pattern on it. I don't know the centre of that, so I'm going to fold that in half and make a little snip there. Right, then matching up the centre points, zip facing downwards. I'll start with it open. So matching where I marked that, I'm going to sew the zip in place. So I'll stick a couple of clips on there. Just while we get going. So I'll move the needle over to the left hand side so I don't need to put the zipper foot on, foot down, and sew. Just make sure the edge of the zip is matching the edge of the top of the fabric. Oh, I have put some 640 on this already, by the way. Could make it firmer if you've got some craft fleece. So let's move that slider out of the way and carry on to the end. So those little tabs were too long. I can trim that down now. Okay, and then we'll take one of the lining pieces, and this is going to go on the opposite side of the zip. And I like to sew along the stitch line that I've just sewn, so I know that I've got it nice and even down the centre of the zip. There's the slider, so let's lift the foot up and just wiggle that out of the way. Where are you? There we go. And we'll do the same on the opposite side. So let's fold that open. And right sides together. Again, I can see where the centre of that is because of the print is right in the middle. And we'll sew along there. Oh, Brent says it's raining again. At least it stopped raining for a bit this morning so I could let my dog out for a wee. Oh, I got such a telling off this morning. We've got one chicken that has decided she doesn't want to go to bed at night. She wants to sleep in the, we've got a log hut and she'd rather sleep in there. So I was out there last night with my torch, and because they all go to bed when it's dark because they're solar powered, our chickens. And then I have to go to the log hut and pick her up and take her and put her in bed with the rest of the chickens. So I did all of that, locked them away, came back down to the house and, you know, as normal. Got up this morning to let them out, and it wasn't her, it was one of the new rescues that we've got. Had decided last night she wasn't going to go to bed. I didn't know. She was so cross with me. She came squawking up, wop, 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 chasing me down the garden, proper telling off. She'll make sure she goes in tonight. It's a good job we don't get foxes, isn't it? Oh, Lynn, your mince pies were amazing. Yes, thank you very much. We don't have any left, as you can imagine. Lynn came to our open day and she'd baked mince pies that morning. Lovely. Right, wiggle that out of the way. Oh, Bloodwind's going to watch the local rugby team soon. Put your mac on, won't you? Take your brolly, wear something warm. Right, so we've got that. Ever so quick this one. When did we start it? 5 to. So apart from cutting out and putting fleece on, oh, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let's just sew down here, shall we? Nah, let's not. Right, so I'm going to open this out. So you could have quilted it, but I didn't. Like so. And so all around the edge of the zip. So I'm just making sure that the fabric is pulled away from the zip. And so I'm going to keep pulling the lining out of the way just to make sure it doesn't crease up, because I can't obviously see where that is. There we go. I'm just going to sew around in a square. And the same on this side, so again just pulling the lining out of the way as I'm sewing. Oh, Linda got foxes living under the shed. No, there must be around, Linda. I think one of the fortunate things about where we live is we are completely enclosed and the garden's back onto other people's gardens. So although the village is in the country, there's quite a lot of... It would have to be a big effort for a fox to get in here, break in and get out again. But we have been quite fortunate so far. Yeah, so now I have to do a head count every night, so I don't get told off again. Right. Oh, I don't have that to show, Jilly. I haven't got all the bits down for the round pot. Because you would need some kind of fleece or interfacing with that as well. Oh, sorry about that, could have done that. Okay, so let's now fold this over, zip open, right sides together, and we'll sew all around. I need to leave a turning gap in the lining, and when you get to the bit where those tabs are, push that towards the lining side. I don't know what I'm going to put in this. It's a big pouch. Maybe bigger acrylic templates if we ever work on those. Right. So slowly over the lumpy bits. Turning gap. Now don't forget, I'm going to be here on Christmas Day. Just the one show at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And we're going to have lots of giveaways. So I've got some panels from Sewing Street to give away, and Search Press have offered to give away some books as well. I don't know what. Claire's hopefully going to send me a list on Monday of what they're donating as well. So we'll have a nice time. We'll do a quiz. I haven't written the questions up yet, so the intention is to do a quiz. Might not do anything. But when we're doing any sewing, we'll just have a bit of a chat. Not everybody does Christmas, do they? My friend Aaron, who lives in Tel Aviv, said that he might join us on Christmas Day, because they don't do Christmas, obviously. But his daughter's got a job interview that day. So if you're on your own, or if you want a break and you want to come and join us, it'll be 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Just for an hour or so. I'll try and do a quiz with sewing related questions, but I think I've covered them all. That should be there, Lord Christmas time. Oh, Patricia, going to my daughters, I can't face being here. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We'll be thinking of you. I wasn't going to box the base because I'm going to lose a bit of the design on the front, but I think I do like a little bit of a box. So I'm pulling that open so the side seams sit on top of the base. Squish that in opposite directions, and I'm just going to do about 1 inch. So I will lose a bit of the design on the front, but I'm sacrificing the design for a bit of a box. I haven't written a ditty. It takes me ages to think of them. I'll see what I can do on my way to Sewing Street. Obviously I won't be writing it, but I've got quite a long journey there, so I should put some thought into it. I'm not going to cut those off because I might not like it when I turn it through, so I can always unpick it at that point. Oh, Laura's off. It's gone 7 p.m. in Thailand. 4 o'clock will be 11 o'clock. Oh, you'll be up then, Laura, surely, partying and discoing and dancing on the beach at 11 o'clock at night. It'll still be warm, won't it? Will the box base tool be coming back in stock? Helen, we've got it on order. Sewing Street have got some. I think we've bombarded our supplier a little bit recently. So we have it on order, but it won't be there till after Christmas, I'm afraid. She's very good. She's hand delivering the next sort of circle templates to me on Monday. Right, let's turn this the right side out. Squirrels everywhere. Oh, even living in the roof to dig up all my bulbs, not my favourite. Oh, well, that's a shame. Yeah, Kim gets foxes around her place in London. Right, so push out the corners there. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I still shan't cut them off. And so the turning gap closed. The block of the month. Joyce is being cut as we speak. So hopefully that'll be back on the website tomorrow as much as we can get. I know we've got an issue with the pale blue fabric because the cutters have run out of it and we can't get hold of any more until after Christmas. But yeah, we should be able to get some on the website tomorrow. I shall give them a ring and double check how it's going in a bit. So just got a little snip there. Okay, and then we'll iron it. So just push out those end bits. So those are those little tabs that I put on the end, so the zip doesn't go all the way into the side seam this time. There we go. And we'll give it a final little press. And I do like to put a ribbon through the end of the zip. So I might do that later when I'm back down at the house. No, that's a useful little pouch, that one. Just going to square that a little bit. There. So you could irons off. And off. I'd obviously given a bit more time. I think a little bit of vintage lace would look very nice on that, or maybe a bow or an embellishment, or a wristlet would look good as well. That's the back of it, look. But you've got a nice big pouch, really easy to make, very, very quick as you saw, and it's just a really useful little bag as well. Right, a book of sewing machine stitches and embroidery stitches as to what they do. Hadn't thought about that, Helen. Most of our books tend to be project books, but that's a good idea. Irons off, Laura. Thank you. Got married 9 years ago on Christmas Eve. Oh, how nice. Anyway, thank you for the thumbs up. Rita's given you a bit of a nudge, but thank you very much for the thumbs up on YouTube. I shall see you again on Christmas Day. There are more watching than participating in the chat. Remind viewers to give a thumbs up. That would be very nice of you. If you're watching and you don't like to comment, because not everybody does, it would be nice if you just did one of those for me. Would be very nice. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Janet. Says to Debbie and all the staff at Half Yard Club and Shaw Towers, all members of the Half Yard Club, Merry Christmas and a great New Year. Thank you very much. So if you're around on Wednesday, you're not doing anything, I shall see you at 4 o'clock. Next Saturday is the next Half Yard live at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, where we're going to make something. We were going to make one of those boxes in a different shape, if you remember. Still need to have a play with that and see how it's going to work. Might make a tall one to keep pens in, so we'll do that on Saturday. Tuesday, Sewing Street, I'll be there at 9 o'clock in the morning and 11 o'clock in the morning. So Tuesday, Wednesday, next Saturday. I don't know if I'll be able to do a live next Saturday. I don't want the girls to put on my schedule. But I will be on the website on Saturday afternoon. Yeah, so that's me sorted next week. If I don't see you until next week, do have a wonderful Christmas and a Happy New Year. And yeah, I hope everything turns out okay and you're going to keep yourself well and have a good time. Applique a spade in the middle of the 4 squares. That's a nice idea. You could do that. A spade as in from the cards, not a spade. That would be very nice. Thank you, Debbie. From the Pool Express. Oh, Tracy, nice. Merry Christmas, Joyce. Thank you very much. And you, Karen. Everybody who's watching, have a very happy Christmas. Might see you on Christmas Day. Otherwise, I shall see you again on Saturday if you're Half Yard Club members. So I've just got to do that. And just do that. And say goodbye again. I shall see you soon.